Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a plan with me for the week of March 7th through the 13th. I have quite a few different sticker books here that I'm going to be using. So I'm going to go ahead and place those to the side and then we'll go ahead and get started. So before we get started, I want to just address these nails that I have going on here. My granddaughter was over yesterday and she decided she wanted to paint my nails. So that's why these nails are looking the way they look. I usually do not paint my nails, but she wanted to do that. So I thought I'd let her give it a try. So, and I don't think she did such a bad job. I just wanted to share that before we get started. March is a special month in the fact that there's something that I like to bring awareness to, something that I've experienced in my life, and I just want to bring awareness to it. So I'm going to go ahead and get started placing my stickers, and then I'll kind of explain that. So for those of you that don't know, March happens to be Endometriosis Awareness Month. And so endometriosis is something that I personally have experienced in my life. And since this is Endometriosis Awareness Month, I decided that I wanted to do a spread for that and just to bring more awareness to this chronic illness that a lot of people maybe aren't familiar with or don't understand. So that's why I'm going to do this spread in honor of that. And for those of you that don't know, the color for endometriosis awareness is yellow. So this spread that I'm doing is going to be mainly yellow, or well, actually all yellow, with the exception of some of the lettering like you see here in the Hello Beautiful sticker that I placed down. So just a few facts about endometriosis in case you're not familiar with it. It is estimated that 1 in 10 women have endometriosis. Okay, so for those of you that don't know what endometriosis is, it is an inflammatory condition where the endometrial tissue, and this is the tissue that's similar to the lining of the uterus, where that tissue actually grows outside of the uterus. And in doing so, that tissue can begin to cause a lot of pelvic pain and chronic abdominal pain for individuals. And the pain that's associated with it is different for everyone. So there's 4 different stages of endometriosis. It goes through 1 through 4. And the stage that you have just means that you have more tissue in different areas. And this tissue can also attach to organs, different organs of the body, and make things a lot worse for you. So there's different stages of endometriosis. So, and the pain level is different for everybody. So let's just say I had stage 4 endometriosis, and the pain level was really, really great for me. I mean, it was debilitating pain. But there are people who have stage 4 that experience minimal pain, and that is the weirdness about the whole chronic illness, is because everybody's different, and it tends to treat everybody different as well. And unfortunately, I was one of those people that had, like I said, chronic debilitating pain where I couldn't do anything. And it used to start with just maybe one day a month, and then it got to be very extensive where it was almost all the time. So that's why I want to bring awareness to this chronic illness, because like I said, there's a lot of people that aren't familiar with it. I mean, I didn't even know about it until someone had said, maybe you have that. And I was like, well, I didn't even know about it. And I started researching it. So the thing about it is you have to really advocate for yourself when you have endometriosis, because there's still a lot to be learned about it. And a lot of people still don't really diagnose it. I mean, well, a lot of the medical field doesn't diagnose it properly, and I know that it can take up to, sometimes in some individuals it can take up to 10 years to get the diagnosis of endometriosis, and that's a long time to be in pain and to be going through this, because I can tell you it takes a toll on one's health. It did on mine, and not only on your health, but on your life in general, because it can be depressing. You can get depressed because of it, and so much goes on along with the pain that you feel that I just think that more people need to be aware of it. And I want to express that I am not a doctor. I'm not in the medical field. I'm just specifically telling you from my personal experience. I actually did a lot of research on it even before I was diagnosed, because I can tell you this, there was times that I've gone to the emergency room because I was in so much pain and nothing would take that pain away. And I was even told at the time before I was diagnosed that I couldn't have endometriosis because I was too old. So, and that was from a doctor in the ER. So just goes to show that not everybody is informed about this illness. And you really have to be your own advocate, because if I would have listened to that doctor and not pursued, my own research in that, who knows what could have happened. And that's why I just say that you need to advocate for your own health, because it's a serious issue. It's a serious, illness that a lot of women go through, and sometimes they go through it in silence. And I just wanted to say, if you know somebody who is going through this, be a support system for them, because it is tough. It's a tough thing to get through. And I know there are a lot of other diseases, and I'm in no way trying to minimize those, but the pain with endometriosis can be very, very severe. And I think I put this in the wrong spot. I'm trying to remember where I wanted it. Okay, I'm going to put that back down. The pain with endometriosis can be very, very severe and debilitating, and like I mentioned, it can be hard to get through each day when you have such an illness. And that's why I think people who have this disease, don't overlook it. If your friends or family have it, don't minimize it for them, because it's hard enough to try to explain. It's hard enough trying to explain something that you're feeling in the inside, but because you don't have any physical appearance of what's going on, it's very, very hard to try to explain what you're going through. And I'm just noticing that I'm not whiting out the line, so I might have to come back and do that. So be a support system. If you know somebody that's going through it or has it or is having pain but yet hasn't been diagnosed with it, just be a support system for them, because it is a rough time in people's lives to go through such a thing. And I'm saying that from my own experience. I'm not a physician. I'm not a nurse. I'm not diagnosing you. I'm not giving any medical, information. I'm just telling you about my own experience here. So I had a lot of ideas of where to put these stickers, but I've been talking and now I forgot where I wanted them. So let me see if I can remember where I wanted these placed. And hopefully I wasn't too much out of frame there, because I started talking and just wasn't paying attention to my layout there. I'm going to put that there. But yeah, so I just really wanted to bring awareness to it, because like I said, there's a lot of people that are probably going through it in silence, and just to have a support system, like I did a lot of research, and I follow a Facebook group where it's a nurse that runs a Facebook group, and she really provides a lot of good information. So if you have endometriosis, or if you think you have it and you want to follow that Facebook group, just let me know, and I will. Just let me know in the comments, and I will, or I'll link it below. And this sticker I pulled here because literally when you're experiencing endometriosis, you literally have to go one day at a time. Literally have to think of one day at a time, because sometimes, like I said, that pain can be so excruciating. And when people ask me, for me, people would ask me, like, what does your pain feel like? Like, how how would you describe your pain? And the way I would describe it, and I used to tell this and people would be quite amazed, but I would say it's almost like you have Freddy Krueger with those long nails and Edward Scissorhands in your abdominal pelvic area, and like they're fighting against each other. And you feel that it's almost like a barbed wire feeling, like you feel like you're just getting tore up from the inside out. And I know that sounds excruciating, but it is excruciating. And again, depending on the stage of endometriosis, it's different for everybody. So somebody with a stage 1 could have more pain than somebody with a stage 4. And it's crazy. It is crazy to think about that, but that's just the way it is. And it's the way that people have mentioned it to me and how I've researched and found out. But it is quite amazing how that works. Like, who would think that that's how it is? And one other thing is, if you experience endometriosis and let's say you had stage 2 and you have a friend or a family member that says they have a different stage, and I guess my reminder would be to not compare yourself to them, because like I said, one stage could be, the pain level could be so much greater than what you experienced. So try not to minimize what other people might be going through, because it's no fun. Oh, one thing I wanted to mention is the pain is so great that when I was diagnosed, I actually lost 24 pounds in one week, because the pain was just way too much for me. And I wasn't eating, I wasn't drinking, I wasn't doing anything but laying on the couch in pain. And that pain was so bad that I didn't feel like eating. I didn't feel like doing anything. And I lost so much weight. And it was probably 2 weeks after that I got the call from my doctor that said that I was going to have the surgery, which was by the grace of God, because another thing that happens with people is because they don't get diagnosed right away. And I didn't get diagnosed right away, mind you. I didn't. My pain started probably in 2014, and I had surgery in 2020, right before COVID hit. And I didn't get diagnosed till 2019. So, well, maybe it wasn't even 2019. Yeah, it was late 2019, I think, when I got diagnosed. So my point is that it takes a long time for women to get diagnosed and to get the help that they really need with this illness. And that, again, in itself is so sad, because people get turned away because they think that the pain is in their mind and there's nothing going on. But the reality is that they could be in a lot of pain, and it's just that, and it's sad because there's so many medical personnel out there that don't know enough about the disease, that someone who is literally suffering from it can get turned away and not get the medical attention they need. So I'm just going on and on here, so I just wanted to kind of explain what I was thinking and just give you some insight on it, because I don't think we talk about it enough. And I think part of me going through it, one of the things that I want to do is bring awareness to it, because like I said, there are other people that are suffering in silence, and it's not what we need to do. We need to talk about it and get it out in the open, and know that some people might be telling you, oh, well, it's all in your head. Some doctors might be telling you it's in your head, there's nothing wrong with you. But you know your body better than anyone. So Here's a good sticker here that says trust your gut. So if you feel that, there's something seriously wrong, keep pushing your medical people to help you to understand it and to get the help that you need. So I think I'm going to put this one, trying to figure out where I want this one. I think I'm going to layer that right there. I think I'm going to put this one here. And as you can see, I did not white any of the lines out because I think it was more important to just chat about this endometriosis awareness and bring awareness to it. And that's pretty much it. So that is my spread for this week, my endometriosis awareness spread. I think it came out good. It's got all the yellow and everything going on there. So I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you learned something from it. And like I said, if you're going through endometriosis or you think you might have something going on and you want more information, drop a comment below and I will lead you to the Facebook group that I learned a lot about. And don't let people minimize the way you're feeling if you are going through it. And keep pushing for answers. Be your own health advocate because you're not crazy. You know your body and you know what's going on with it. So if you do need help, you need support, feel free to drop a comment below. I'll be happy to support you in your journey, your endometriosis journey. And for all you others that may not be experiencing this, if you know somebody who is, make sure you reach out to them. Make sure you support them and make sure you let them know that, hey, I may not understand what you're going through, but I'm here to support you and to help you in any way I can. So just wanted to throw that out there. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button below. Thanks for watching. I'll plan again with you soon.